So this is exercise 1-4 in the AutoCAD textbook for those of you who want some extra help following along with the exercises. This is for dynamic input. So again, AutoCAD is infinitely customizable. I'm going to show you a few things. I want to turn ortho mode on. Ortho mode is right here on the taskbar or status bar. Ortho mode allows you to draw in the horizontal and vertical direction only. So it's kind of like using a ruler to draw. You can enable ortho mode by toggling that icon, or you can also use the F8 or function 8 key on your keyboard. Additionally, you could just type ortho mode, and if it's set to 0, it's off. If it's set to 1, it's on. Some of you may be familiar with the concept that software is all zeros and ones. 0 means off, 1 means on in computer speak. So now you see it. So notice when I hit ortho mode for 1, it toggled ortho mode on the taskbar. So it's shaded, which indicates that it's on. I'm going to start the line command. Remember, you get the line command here on the ribbon, or I can type L for line. All right, so I'm going to start a line command, and notice that I'm in horizontal or vertical. I can only go in the horizontal or vertical direction. All right, so I'm going to place that line, and to exit, I can go right click and enter, and I'm off. There's the line. Now notice as I was drawing that line, I was getting prompts where as I moved my mouse around, the coordinates were changing. Do you see that? Based on where I was. And the coordinates are also over here. I'm in decimal format. If I want to switch to engineering format, it's over there. And notice that my prompts changed based on the units that I'm in. So the color and the size are controlled in my drafting settings. So there are a couple different ways I can get to my drafting settings. I can type DS for drafting settings. I can come over to the taskbar and select any of these right clicks. Any of these right clicks will get me into drafting settings. See that? So I'm going to type DS for drafting settings, and that gets you this dialog box. And I'm going to go over to the dynamic input tab. So that's right here. Notice I can enable pointer input and enable dimension input. So I want to select, I'm interested in this. This is controlling the appearance of my input. So I'm going to click right here where it says settings. All right. So notice I can show the following dimension fields. Say okay. Show only one dimension input field, show 2, show the following, and notice I have everything enabled. Now I'm going to click right here where it says Drafting Tooltip Appearance. And this is where I can change my colors and my size and whether it's transparent. So I'm going to come over here to colors, and notice I have Drafting Tooltip, and I have it to red. And I have drafting tooltip background. I have it to this gray color. I can switch it to white. Okay. And I'll hit apply and close, and notice it previews right here. I've got my size of my font set to the largest size. Okay. And I'm going to say okay and okay. And now if I go to the line command, notice how it changed. Now I have a white background. My colors are still red. Okay. If I want to go back to drafting settings, change the colors, I'll change my color to blue. Okay. And my contour is black. I'm going to change this to blue too. And I'll hit apply and close, and notice how it shows a preview of what it's going to look like. So again, I'll go to line so you can kind of see what that looks like. Okay, I'm on a layer that's set to red. I'm going to go to layer 0 so you can see what it looks like in black. See that? With that drafting settings. So that's how you can change how your input looks on your screen. Some of you are working in a black background, so you might want to change your dynamic input so it pops a little more, and it's easier for you to see the prompts.